Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Rochelle, and this is the Rochelle is Canadian channel. It is early. I am here. Hi, Carrie. How you doing? Who's here? Who's here to join me for all this mess? Let's see. Woo. Okay. Slapaho, hey, gorgeous. Lady Shar, Lady Andrea. See, Andrea? So emotional. Ooh. Are we fighting already? I'll have a great New Year, gorgeous. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Well, okay. Good morning. This is the Cantor Chronicles. Buckle up, butterfuck. Let's fucking go. Oh, honey, why are you apologizing to me, darling? I just got here. Everything is fine. I have no idea what's going on. I'm gonna pretend nothing happened. Is that all right with everyone else? Okay. This is the crib notes. 2. If you join the membership, you will get to enjoy me reading the emails from KYRA. She's been calling me a liar and a motherfucker for weeks, and we all know no. No, 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 I'm not. But I have a monstrous headache, and I feel like shit. But I'm in a fantastic mood, so I thought I'd share with the rest of the class the fuck shit and the chronicles of the stupidity. But I thought I'd just share. But I'm not going to ruin those emails with you guys. Who's a sorry person? Oh, Andrea, no, no, no. Let's all play nicely because I think you're all going to enjoy this shit. Right? Do you guys mind if I go take an Advil? Because I am actually suffering. I thought I could tough her out, but I can't. Just hold that thought. Be nice. Be nice. Play nice. Be nice. Play nice. I need Advil strength. Fuck Tylenol. I'm serious. No serious? Okay. Don't panic. I'm here. All right. Oh, no. In my chat? Carrie Bear? Did that happen? I didn't see that here, honey. Well, former discussions that didn't happen here. I didn't see it. Sure, I wouldn't do that in my chat. Apologizing to the Canadian. I'm a noun. I didn't know that. Screenshots don't exist here, baby, because you know I don't show people shit. I don't play people's shit. Unless it involves me, honey. I don't give a shit. But you know what? Everyone's welcome here. Did she? Didn't have, well, but don't you want to hear what I got to share? I mean, come on. You're going to fight amongst each other? You're wasting time. I mean, I thought about this. I said, just relax, gorgeous. Just let that just blow through your hair. I mean, I'm in the middle of an ice storm. Oy, oy, oy. Just, well, I could join my memberships and enjoy the fuck shit. Yeah, I just kind of like, don't pull an ER. Oh, woe is me. I'm so sad. Besides, Andrea, shit. I never saw you come to a Canadian for help before. Shit. Man, I'm just gonna tell you to get a coffee, kumbaya, and just get over it, honey. It's not worth it. You know my position. I give zero fucks. Anyway, don't pull a KYRA. Yeah, I mean, next thing you know, you'll be going to some man for help. I mean, this is the women's community. I all know you can all take care of yourself. Right? Oh, I'm cheap as fuck. Let's see, in Canadian dollars, it's like, it works out to be like a 15 cents American. I think my most expensive, love you so much, I think is $4 Canadian, which is like, with the exchange rate, it's like for $3 American. I'm so cheap. I'm so cheap. I can't even buy a chocolate bar with the first tier. Yeah, sure. In my memberships, I have a whole bunch of movies I have spent for a lot on for you to enjoy at your leisure. I don't just give you fuck shit. I give you like movies I've actually paid for you to enjoy. And when you're a member, you can request movies from me, and I'll drop that shit for you, and I'll leave it because being a member means welcome to the fuckery. Love you so much. If that happened, it had to be before Road turned on subscribers month. No, I did it before. I don't accept gifted memberships. I'm a real paying customer. Well, that's the kind of bitch I love. Yeah. No, I'm a cheap bitch. I'm so cheap that I work for love and criticism. Anywho, yeah, yeah. The only thing that I tend to do is like, I'm like, don't call me a liar. You be careful, because bitch might have evidence. uh, okay, baby. Okay. Well, let me give you the crypt notes on the fuck shit. They'll be sitting right now in my memberships. I was on Deadly and I'm like, KYRA. She's like, you're a liar. You don't have those emails. I'm like, KYRA, you wrote me those emails on the email address that's sitting in my description for anyone who may want to get in touch with me. And the only reason she used spooky RIC, which is Rochelle's Canadian, is because I had turned her off. You have a 5 to 7 YouTube fund for spending per month. Okay, baby. Okay. I don't take it personal. And I'm not paranoid. Paranoid. Huh? I don't give a shit. My lowest tier is $1.49 Canadian. So in American money, that's actually 98 cents American. You might want to spend it because this shit is good. It might be worth it to you, honey, because all I want to do is dance, dance, dance. And you get all those movies. I don't even want to tell you how much I spent this December on you guys because of cringe. Like I said, and I gave all my money from donations away to charity because whatever I get for donations, I just use for funsies. And most of I get, I give it back to you guys because I am here to have fun. I'm not here to go, I need a new, I don't know, a third tit. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, yeah, I don't grift. And I don't have a Cash App because it don't work here. I'm in Canada. And Venmo don't work here because I'm in Canada. And yeah. Unfortunately, I, I might get. I promised I would get myself something from donations. I plan to get myself a big box of chocolates, and I'm going to eat them all of them. I will share with Edmund, but we're going to eat chocolate, and I promised to get myself a bottle of rosé. So I'm going to just, be piggy with chocolates and get me and Edmund a bottle of wine to enjoy. And I promise to do that for myself. So you can tell, hey, big spender. Yeah. That's what I'm planning to do. And you can tell I'm not exactly rolling it. Yeah, I'm not a flexer. I'm okay. Okay, let's get down to some good shit. So, Andrea, I hope you join my my lovelies. You can be a new lovely. You can be gorgeous, or you can, I love you so much. But don't worry, I still love you guys so much. Okay, let's get down to the KYRA bullshit. If you go into members, if you are a member, welcome. If you're a new member, love you so much. If you're an old member, I love you, honey. You can hear over, I guess, what, Carrie, 10 minutes? You'll get my opinion. You'll hear the 3 very short emails that she wrote me. You'll get my analysis on them. You'll hear what I wrote back. You'll get my brief opinion on that. And then you'll get my very brief analysis on them, because it's very basic bitch shit. And like I said on Deadly, I'm not giving anything away. This woman has a concept problem of time and space. Yeah. Yeah. Carrie, I mean, Carrie listened to it last night. Carrie's a member. And she just laughed. It was entertaining, wouldn't you say, Carrie? You were entertained. It was worth your membership, the whole couple bucks you spent. I mean, Canadian funds. I mean, I'm not exactly going to enjoy those funds in Tahiti, but yeah. Memberships. I'll tell you something. I am not exactly going to, what is VPCW called? Not exactly making bank. She's a little off. Yeah, Carol got to hear it. She got to hear it live. She has a Greenwich barrier problem. It's not like I'm England and I can go up to the hill and see the first telescope that saw Uranus. And go into there's a touristy thing you can do in one of the burgs outside of London, and I can go up a hill and stand on one side of the Greenwich barrier and go Tuesday, today's Tuesday, and then go on the other side and go Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's not that kind of situation. And she's like, yeah, but it was different. It was like a different time. And I'm like, what do you mean different time? What the fuck is wrong with you? What, I quote myself, what kind of Jules Verne book are you in, bitch? Yeah, the cheese is completely slipped off the cracker. She's a few sandwiches short of a picnic. She has lost her squirrels. She's not okay. She needs brain enema. I don't know what's wrong with her, but I can't help her, because the basic in and out of it, well, she's not going to get much of that, is she? Have you looked in the mirror, honey? Anyway, yeah, same shit, different day. Oh, honey, Andrea, Wait till you see that fuck shit. I love you so much. Now, you know what? I don't even think I can get a Snickers bar with that. But I think I have a quarter in my change purse. Thank you, baby. I love you so much. Look what Muggsy taught me how to do. Yeah. Welcome, my new lovely. Welcome to the fuck shit. Welcome to the bullshittery, the fuck shit, the fuckery. Love you so much. You got some quality, high quality catnip to sell? Ooh, is that like oregano? I love you more, baby. Love you more. Do-do. Bum, bum. That's right. I love you more. Anyway, so you can enjoy that later. So once upon a time, KYRA, before the initial November 8th email, which made no sense, none at all, emailed me on the email address that's in my description, which I initially created for a fail army story competition, which crashed and burned. And the only person who wrote me a story, I bought them a whole bunch of candy bars from the States, which I probably would have done anyway. So the prize that I planned on giving the winner, I'll just hold on to for another time. Anyway, so my failure of a story contest, kablam, crashed, burned, died, lay like gasping on the pavement. Up those prices? Nah. No. I think membership should be affordable, and we should all be able to enjoy membership at bargain basement prices, because I'm not here to make money. I'm here to have fun, and I think you should too. Yep. That's my analysis. That's my belief system, and I'm not changing. No, because I'm not here to, I'm not here to take your cash. I'm here to have a bit of fun, and I just use that money to dump it back into the membership so you guys can enjoy your membership. And that's it. I just turn it back into memberships and fun for you. And that's it. And then more of my own money. So, nah. But thank you. I love you so much. I know. I just thought you guys should have fun. And I just take whatever I get and just give it back to you. And whatever money I get for donations, I just turn it back into the memberships, into the channel. And make sure you guys have fun. That's all. And I use it to embarrass myself and fuck up my life. And that's okay. I don't mind. It's fun. I want you guys to have fun. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm trying. I mean, YouTube's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to fuck you guys over. I mean, isn't that the plan? I'm not here to screw you guys over. Ooh, caffeine, I see it. Excuse me, let me have a sippy. Look, if I can't afford my own computer, my own shit, buying the weirdest fucking subscriptions to ruin my life with horrible taste test situations, what good am I? I mean, that's the shit I want to watch. Right? Anyway, yeah. So I had basically shut her down before the initial bull fucking shit emails, which all members will get to enjoy at their leisure over and over and over and over. Love you so much. Anyway, so Andrea, if you have like a movie request, I'll do that for you. Just don't forget to tell me. Okay. Hi Sophie, love you so much, gorgeous. Yeah. So Oh yeah, just a PSA moment. Sophie asked me if she could clip one of my lives. And I said, go for it, gorgeous. Because she did something that's called ask permission. Right, Sophie? She asked. And I said, sure. And she did. And then I collaborated on the same short. So I could share if I got any revenue from my own collab with the collab she made with me. Because that's what creators do. They help each other. So if someone wants to like clip my shit, that's right, you did, baby. I love you. So if she and I share having fun together because she did something which you're supposed to do, which is ask, because I have no remixing on my live streams because no one can do that. I don't let people do that. But if you ask me, like Sophie and Paula did, and I say, yeah, sure, guess what? You can. But if you don't ask me permission, guess what? You can't. But if you ask me, guess what's going to happen? Probably I'll say yes. Because you don't have to agree with me. You don't have to like me. You can even make fun of me because I can laugh at myself. But guess what? You got to ask me permission. And I am a big believer in fair use, fair use. I absolutely am. Hey, girl, everyone's got a different, everyone does their own thing. And like I'm not big on TikTok myself, but that's what Sophie does, right? Anyway, so like I said, you ask me and I give you permission. You have my permission. I'm not going to copyright claim you. But you steal my shit. And if I ask you to take it down, or you have a reputation for telling me to get fucked all the time, and you try to exasperate me, and you go to your way to harass me and harass my family and dox me and all sorts of fuck shit, guess what? The chances of me copyright claiming you are probably going to be 100%. Hey, Sly, how you doing, baby? Good morning. So, I mean, I've let people steal my content for almost a year before I said, no more. And unfortunately, I was forced to do it. But I have asked people to take stuff down, and they have. I don't just like slam you with a copyright claim. I have asked people to take stuff down, and they have. Because that's what you're supposed to fucking do. And yeah. Yeah, everyone does have their idea of content. Hey, honey. And yeah, you give your audience what they want. More or less. I mean, you're not going to give your audience some weird ass shit that's just like yikes. But I mean, right? Oh, Sly, what do you say? I love all your fucking face holes. Right? I love you. I think that it was when you first said that, I thought that was funny as fuck. Sly is so funny. Yeah. And the only thing I'm guilty of is I like to watch other people's content. I like to go into their rooms. I try not to be a dick. And I'm polite to their community. I'm polite to the creator. I don't necessarily have to agree with you. But if you have an opinion that's different from someone else, no matter whom you may be, there might be a strange possibility. I'm willing to listen to you because everyone feels differently. Everyone has different experiences, and everyone may have an opinion that will be different from mine. And I'm willing to listen. Thank you, babe. Because that's called, as Americans like to call it, free speech. And I'm not going to be an uptight bitch about it because everyone is entitled to their opinion. And I'm all for it. And I'm not going to be a dick about it. And I like YouTube. I've liked YouTube for over 10 years. I've been watching YouTube since 2014. This channel's from 2015. I have another one from 2014 that just sits stagnant. That I also used for moderating that I don't use anymore. It just sits there. Yeah. And that's it. I'm not a sock account queen. I don't do that shit. Yeah. Oh yeah, I changed my avatar. It's a black kitty cat, so don't freak out. It is me. Yeah. So, what was I saying? Who knows? Blah, blah, blah. So, you know what? The only thing I'm guilty of is I go into different creators' channels. I'm not there to fuck up. I'm not trying to fuck up your life. I'm not a derailer. I'm not there to harass anyone. I'm not there to be a jerk. I'm not there to attack anyone in your community. I'm not there to attack anyone on panel. I just honestly want to see what you're talking about. I don't understand what spin out means, but I understand you're trolling. Have a lovely day. I'm not going to kick you out, but thank you for sharing. Big kiss. Mwah. Anyway, so enjoy yourself. Thank you for subscribing. More power to you, honey. The only thing I think about spinning out would be like, like Tokyo Drift. I have seen a cat Tokyo Drift going on a corner too fast on Instagram. It was kind of cute. Anyway, so let me think. Think. Okay, let's get back on topic. I tend to Tokyo Drift around a topic. Let's go, bitches. Let's take a bitch for a drag, shall we? Let me take a selfie. I know, right? Cute. I love zoomies. Doggies get zoomies too. It's so cute. I love the zoomies. But I'm going to be honest with you. When kitties get the zoomies, it's usually because they've taken a massive shit. They're like, I took a shit. Yay! Zoomy, zoom, zoom. Or it's 2 a.m. and you really need to sleep. And they're just like, fuck this noise. I'm going to ruin your night. Fuck you, mummy. Cats are great. Anyway, so, yeah. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Topic. Let's stay on top. Okay, girls. Let's put someone named KYRA on the back of my emotional pickup truck of shame and take her for a drag. And I wasn't even paid to do it. I never have to be paid to do it. Oh. Did I put up my link? No, I didn't. Oh, shit. What a bitch I am. That would give the illusion that I'm scared. Scary. Well, there it is. But anyone who wants to derail me, I mean, you do want to hear the fuck shit. I mean, yeah. And no one is barred or banned from my whatchamacallit, restream thing. I just, it doesn't matter. But you're welcome to come up after. So, love you so much. Okay, so she was giving the allegation and the illusion, like I like to say, you have reality and illusion. Okay, so she's like, you're lying. I didn't write you 3 emails. So yeah, the last one was just 2 words, but like, not interested. But the thing is, when she actually went on Deadly's panel, when she didn't realize I was listening, she's like, oh yeah, Rochelle and I, we talked 2 weeks ago and everything is good. Bitch, please. No, we did not. And I'll tell you why. She's like, oh yeah, we talked in an email 2 weeks ago. No, we didn't. I didn't block her or anything. We did not. She's in a substance abuse coma. She ain't coming around. I don't care. I don't care. I never cared. The truth of the matter is, I mean, she passes out, she makes drunk calls. She got really pissed off at me because I had the audacity while she was like fighting with Whitney in Whitney's like channel's comments, and I wrote stop fighting. And that's what I said. I wrote stop fighting because Whitney wasn't fighting with her. And when I wrote stop fighting, Whitney didn't write anything nasty to me. And it was like throwing cold water on two dogs that were fighting, except Whitney wasn't fighting, and the only dog that was fighting was like she was fighting with the reflection of, it was like a dog barking at its like reflection in a mirror. Those are the only two dogs fighting, but one wasn't real. So, like, did Whitney give me shit for saying that in the comments? No. Did she make fun of me on her channel? No. Did anyone make fun of me for saying to KYRA stop fighting? Well, no. The only person that outed herself for being a nasty, stupid bitch for fighting with someone in the comments, because the only person who looks stupid when they act like a Karen and get up all in their fifis and fight with people in comments is the person who's fighting with people in their comments. I know. How dare? How dare I? I mean, or people that start fights with people in comments. Like, the person, let's say someone writes something nasty in, I don't know, a post, and then someone comes out and says, you know, nasty, 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 aren't they nasty, nasty, nasty? Like, continue the fight or just act like a mean, nasty bitch, you know, male or female, you know, or man and woman, whatever. You know, they think, but they think they're at, but they just continue acting immature or stupid. And no one comments underneath. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you know, someone tries to pick a fight with someone, and then you get that like one lone comment in comments where they're trying to continue the fight, or they say something like that's unwarranted about whomever the fight is about, or it's like someone else is picking a fight with someone they don't even know, and they're like, yeah, I bet they're a real blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what the fig is wrong with you? You're picking a fight with someone who is not even fighting with you, doesn't talk about you, may not even know you, or you may not even know. And you're just picking up the gauntlet of whomever's writing the post about whomever. It's weird. Oh, well. I'm getting the impression, Andrea, you're not happy with Berlinetta and Paula right now. I'm getting that sense. I'm just making a blanket statement. If someone wants to fight with someone in comments, in someone's chat, like right now, you're displaying a unhappiness with Paula and Berlinetta. I'm not even talking about them. See, this is an example. You're like, I'm mad at Berlinetta and Paula. I'm not even discussing them. You're actually doing what I'm discussing. Well, Andrea, I'm going to ask you nicely not to. I'm going to ask you nicely not to. Please don't. Okay, honey? Love you so much. Please don't do that. It's not nice. So she's like, did what people do. And I'm not even talking about you. I mean, I'm not even, like, I wasn't even discussing anyone who's even in the chat. Actually, I can't even, like, I'm not even, like, I just see random people do it. Like, commenters who I've seen before. And I'm like, I don't even know you, mate. That's okay. I forgive you, Andrea. Love you so much. Yeah. So I'm just like, okay. Like, why are you fighting with Whitney? She's not even fighting with you. Like, she doesn't talk about you. And I'm thinking, Whitney can be a serious troll. I speak from personal experience. So, like, if she wants to take you for a drag, she doesn't just do it once. She'll take you for a post, 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 a post. And if she doesn't want to leave you alone, and she won't. I mean, there are trolls in my room. There are women in here, if they got a problem with you, your life is hard. Would you forgive her if I bought a membership? I'd rather have the catnip, to be honest. But thank you for asking. I appreciate you. I I don't need your money, darling, but it's not even like, will I never forgive her? I don't really think that it's an issue of forgiveness. Yeah, I just don't understand why she thinks that I'm either not listening or won't be told or, am going to let it go because I'm not happy. Like, Dudley asked me, why are you not happy? And I tried to tell him the initial reason why I was not happy. Because you lied to me, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but you actually came on my channel. You came on my panel and you created a massive, intricate lie. You gave me the impression that I was someone who needed to help you, to friend you, to come to your aid. Well, she might not remember, but the live streams are still available for your enjoyment and consumption. And it all started when she showed up on my panel and actually had the audacity to put her attention and blame individuals, including Jen, for stuff, for rumors, for stories, for fabrications that she started herself and told Deadly. And then Deadly told them to Jen. But the initial story that I actually thought that Jen was bothering her about, that she picked up like it was going out of style, like she was a drowning sailor, like she was starving, that she was suffocating, that she was thirsty and hadn't had a drink in weeks, was the initial story that I heard the day before, that Jen was simply reiterating that seemed so incredibly twisted insane, that did not make sense, that was such a strange CPSA story, that she said that had been spreading since last December. Now, to be honest, I was friends with Jen last December, and she never told me any story of the sort. She didn't spread any scandalous SACP story about KYRA at all. On the contrary, when I was in Jen's chat as her friend, as her moderator, KYRA was there. Not harassed, not threatened, just a nice, quiet individual, just another subscriber like myself. I later became a moderator, but at the time, she was just nice and pleasant and didn't seem like a mean, harassed, torturous future doxer. You know, she just seemed nice like everyone else was, who was just another supporter of Jen. Just like me. Just like everyone else who was there. She didn't seem that harassed to me. And if Jen was initially spreading said story that was so horrific, I guarantee you, if someone was doing that to me, I wouldn't be there. Not at all. Not at all. And even Deadly admitted himself that he did hear the story from KYRA, but he at least fessed up and admitted that he did hear the story from KYRA, but did make the mistake and told Jen. He was just a big mouth. But who was the one who told him the story? It was KYRA. She was the one who started the story to get attention. To get attention. And, wow. So when she came onto my panel, well, she is, darling. She is. It is a lot. But why was I upset? Because you lied to me. What about? Everything. Every single ounce, every moment, every word, everything she told me to get my attention, my friendship, every story, even her age. Her age. She told me she was 42. She told me that she was having problems gaining weight. She told me that she needed to know the name of the doctor recommended I had to pay extra. I mean, it wasn't like Boost or Ensure. It was like one of these overpriced, horribly tasting, gray-colored, nasty, fake fuck, not even vanilla flavored. It was the taste of pain and suffering and aluminum. It was horrible. This behind the counter, because if anyone had it on the shelf, they would sacrifice it for the greater good of humankind. It was horrible that my doctor made me drink because I was super sick and couldn't eat myself, and it was like major food supplement trash. Can you tell I'm bitter about it? Anyway, I mean, Carrie and I were on a group call with her, and then she proceeds to tell us, because Carrie and I were up at night. She was up all night on a call with the two of us, and all I heard was the opening of cans all night. And I remember asking her, "What are you drinking?" And I got radio silence. Can after can opened. And she's telling us she obviously can drink. What? She told us she was drinking pop. I'm going to be honest. I would have bought it because I was still a dumb fuck. I was still in dumb bitch mode. Okay? I was still stupid as it, like, did Carrie believe her stupid shit? Absolutely not. Carrie was onto her bullshit right away. But by the time this conversation happened, I was sort of like teetering because I wasn't feeling well. I had a fever. I was sick as hell. I was on antibiotics. I was not well. And I don't know about anyone else, but when I'm not feeling well, I'm not really that quick on the upchuck. Yeah, I was kind of smart. I'm stupid. And if anyone can tell right now, I am incredibly mad at myself still. Yes, she did. And I was sick and I was stupid. But Carrie is my personal alarm system. I don't need a panic whistle. I just have Carrie. I'm stupid. But she said something to me that made my spidey senses go off. And I'm like, I need Carrie. I need Carrie. I need her to help me. I can't do this by myself. And I needed her to do a got her because my red flags are waving, but I was so sick I couldn't pick up the stick and give her a big, I'm like, Carrie, help me. And yeah, she's my big meanie, and I love her for it. I usually am a big grouchy bitch. I'm usually in war mode. I'm all on my own. I can do it myself, but I was not feeling that great, and I needed her. But she started saying stuff that was fucked up. Because first she blames Jen, and she starts tripping over her lies with me privately, like talking to me, and she'd call me at weird fucking hours, like either really early in the morning or really late at night, and I'm like, "Rah, rah, rah," and I'm sick. So I don't know about anyone else, but what's the one thing you need when you're sick? I'll tell you, other than you're an antibiotic, it's sleep. And I'll tell you, I wasn't getting much. Shit. Anyway, so first it's Jen is big bad. And then she's trying to like say that Jen is like trying to come between me and her. And I'm like, oh God, not another one. And then she starts saying that someone in Jen's chat is like trying to do some kind of fuck shit. And I'm like, I don't care. And then she starts mentioning names. And she mentions like that Rakin girl. And I'm like, Kara, I don't know who she is. Why would she even bother with me? I don't know her. She wouldn't bother with me. And I was a moderator at this time. And I'm like, she wouldn't bother with me. Like, I knew a bit about her, but I knew she wouldn't even bother with me. I was nobody. Like, she wouldn't have a beef with me. Not at all. And by this time, everyone knew. I had sort of like, I'm not going to fight with you. You can fight with me, but you'll be throwing hands at no one because I gotta go. I'll see you later. You got a problem with me? You can fight with yourself. I'm fine. I'm not going to take it personal. And if you're that mad at me, if you don't want to, discuss it with me like an adult, I'm just, I'll pick my moment, and the moment is not now. So yeah, gotta go. No, I don't think she would. And I had a lot of doubts. Like, I later learned she knew who I was. But at the time, I was like, I don't even think she would even know who I was. I'm no one. I'm no one. So, I mean, I considered myself like a flea. I was like, why would she even bother with me? Why would she even try to cause conflict, putting me in the middle of Jen and KYRA? Because that doesn't involve me at all. It's none of my business, and I'm not putting myself there. And then she's like, oh no, she's trying to cause problems between you and me, Rochelle, she says, KYRA. And I'm like, why would she even bother? It's a non-entity. It's not important. She wouldn't even bother with me. I'm no one. And she starts going, well, I heard that one of her moderators, Carrie. I'm like, are you sure? And she started, I said, Carrie's my friend. Are you sure? And then she went to, oh no, Carrie with a K. I go, there's no Carrie with a K. Who's one of her moderators. And that's when I knew right then and there. When she started dancing back to Carrie's now Carrie with a K, that's when I got Carrie to help me. Because, yeah. And then she pulled this weird passive aggressive shit on Carrie. And I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And even though Carrie was willing, we figured it out, and she realized we figured it out. And even though she knew she was busted, we didn't make it a big deal. We were willing to let it go. We'd never mentioned it again. And we talked to her, like, what, 2 more times? And we were like, KYRA, we'll be your friend. We get it. We can team. And we were willing to, like, talk together and be friends together. But the fact, yeah, that is when she fucked around and found out. Because I think the real problem was, I actually think the real problem was that she could see when I was on Instagram, because she was a friend. So she knew when I was on Insta, and she saw when Carrie was on. And the assumption probably was that she and I were chatting. And it bust her ass. She pissed her off. And I think the fact that Carrie and I were friends pissed her off even more. And she got it in her head that it was not going to happen. Because that's when she started calling me when Carrie and I were not talking, which was like extremely early or weird times during the day. Because I noticed that she would call me when Carrie and I would stop, like wouldn't be on the phone. Or we just finish up on the phone. Or I would do something stupid like, oh, I don't know, go to bed. Or I guess she would be on panel with Dudley or something. And then I would foolishly go to sleep at night. And that's when I got the 3 o'clock in the morning call. Now, I guess, whatchamacallit, Colorado has a different time period. I think they're different by 5 hours. Is that correct? Are they on a different time? Like, I'm Eastern Standard Time. I think they're Central Time. I think it's a 4-hour difference. Am I correct? Would someone correct me here? Like, what is like Denver, Colorado's time right now? Can anyone fill that in for me? Because I don't know. Because it's 8:42 for me now. So what time would it be for Denver right now? Because that'll answer my question. Because if it was 3:14 in the morning for me, what time? It's 2 hours. So is it earlier by 2 hours? Because even at 2 hours, so is she ahead or behind me? It's mountain time? Okay, so is she earlier or later than me? Because that's the $1,000,000 question. It's 6:42. So she's earlier. Wow. So that means when she would call me at fucking 5:30 in the morning, for me, it was 3:30 in the morning for her. Jesus Christ. That's still crazy shit. Or she'd call me at like 7, so it'd be like 5:30 in the morning for her. So she's still calling me at crazy fucking times. So even when she called me at 3:14 in the morning, it was 1:14 in the morning for her. So that's still an unreasonable fucking time. That's ridiculous. So she's still calling me a crazy fuck. That means that every early morning phone call for me, which was still like, Jesus Christ, like she would text me really early in the morning and I would just happen to be up because either I just got off the phone with Carrie, which means this woman was literally watching Carrie's light go out when she was talking to me, which meant she was like stalking us talking. So naturally, I was up. So like me and Carrie would be talking. The light would go out on Carrie's end. And then she'd text me and she'd be like, "Are you up?" And I'd be like, "Yeah." And I'd be tired. So Carrie, you should know how long. Yeah, I know. So that meant she was watching, like Carrie and I would be on the phone for like 2 hours. And we would talk from like, I don't know, midnight to 2. And then she would text me at 2 in the morning and say, "Hey, are you up? I really need to talk." And I'd be like, "Yeah, okay." And then she'd talk to me till like 4. And then I'd have to get up and make my husband's breakfast at 7. Or I'd be talking to Carrie, and Carrie would bail around 11. And then she'd call me, like she'd text me, and she'd say, "Hey, Rochelle, are you up?" I'd be like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Were you sleeping?" And of course, stupid me, I'm not a liar. No, I was up. She's like, "Can you talk? I'm really upset." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay." And then she'd keep me on the phone for like another hour or so, lying, saying that she's afraid of Dudley. But she's got to talk. I'm like, go on his panel because she's afraid that he'll like say horrible things on his channel about her. And I'm like, what? Or weird ass shit, or worried about Jen. And I'd be like, no, she's not going to do that. Or just making up lies about herself and trying to get my sympathy. So and now you guys have to also remember, I'm sick. So I have like 2 weeks of fuck shit. And this is after she is on my panel. Okay. So like she's gone on my channel. She said what she said. And then I get sick because she's kept me up late before my panel. She's kept me up late after my panel. So I get sick because I'm on 0 fucking sleep. Because she's needy as foul, like just needy. I'm too nice to say no because I figured out that she's literally like watching my Instagram lights, and then I'm still up. Carrie goes away. She texts me, "Can I talk? I'm so upset." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay." So, yeah, I think we've only done the 911 thing twice in all the years, right, Care Bear? I think we've only done it like two times, maybe. What do you? I don't know. Like less, like two couple times. I don't even think it's like, yeah. And then when she did it to me, I like picked up immediately. It was just like I wasn't even awake. I was like, what? Because in my mind, there are two types of people. I mean, with Edmond and me, I fall asleep. Edmond doesn't fall asleep. He dies. I mean, there could be a thunderstorm, a marching band, a fire truck, a fire alarm. Does he hear it? No, he dies. And then his alarm will go off. Does he hear it? No. Most people go, honey, time to wake up. I'm like, Edmond, get the fuck up. No. Yeah, I think we've done it once to each other. Yeah. But, this man, he's sort of he hears me when I'm like, Edmond, time to get up. But he'll like ask me for 10 more minutes. I'm like, I'm not your mom. Get up. But he'll always try and bargain with me more time to sleep. I don't know why he does that. He's still like 12 when it comes to sleep. He wants more. But does he hear like my cell phone that's business next to the bed? Does he hear like special rings that's attached to the landline or the cell phone? No. I'm programmed to wake up. I'm up. Him? No. Forget it. Because he knows I'm programmed to wake up. He knows if it's important, I will wake up and then I'll wake him up. Like I said, when I get sick, he freaks the fuck out because he is used to me taking care of shit. So basically, by the time I went to Carrie for help to deal with the KYRA situation, with the fuck shit, with the bullshit, with the fuckery, I was sick. I was exhausted. I was tired. But I had figured it out. And I was tired. But this, a low-level handler. Handlers. When I think of handlers, I think of like people who are attached to like problematic movie stars. Oh, yeah. KYRA. Well, I was not functioning on all my spark plugs. I was missing a couple. I was not like, I was just Jesus. I mean, when I need antibiotics and I'm like, it's just, yeah, I'm done. Oh, the oxygen. Okay. I don't even know what that is. Oh, Andrew, you gotta sit down and explain this shit to me one day, because bitch be stupid right now. But by the time I got Carrie, she was literally just dropping names to distract me because I had literally just been like, Reagan doesn't know me, Karen. I don't know her. She wouldn't do any kind of fuck shit like that. Why would she try to do this? Why would she try to sabotage our friendship? And I was talking in that kind of tone. I'm like, why would she try to sabotage our friendship, Karen? And then she's like, well, there's one of Jen's mods. I'm like, oh, really? Who? And then she's like, oh, Carrie. I'm like, Carrie who? She's like, Carrie, Carrie, like one of her mods. I'm like, which Carrie? Who Carrie? And she's like, I go, spell it. She did. I'm like, are you sure? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, do realize Carrie is like my super good, very close friend. She's like, what do you mean? I go, she's my best friend. I really doubt she would do that. She's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm very sure. Yeah. Production always wants to win now. Oh, honey. This isn't production. This woman, KYRA, has to, like, this, I've never seen anyone so intensely needing to be the center of attention. Not since high school. I mean, I knew someone in middle school and who eventually went to the same high school as me. And this woman, well, this girl at the time, was an actual professional, like, hysterical freak out thrower. Like, she would freak the fuck out. She was so upset that the boy, I mean, he was a boy. I mean, let's be honest. I think he was like 14. And she was a year behind me. That the boy that she had a crush on asked me to dance for like it was the grade 8 graduation dance. That she literally, and this wasn't even her graduation. She had volunteered to hand out drinks, like, like punch at my grade 8 graduation so she could spy on me and this boy. And then when she saw him ask me to dance, she had a temper tantrum, threw a drink across the cafeteria, stomped out of my graduation dance. And then no one cared because, like, it wasn't her graduation. And she was, like, annoying. And then she, like, picked a fight with me. And the boy of her choice gave her shit about it. And it didn't work out the way she wanted. It's like one of these, like, professional hissy fit throwers. It doesn't always work out the way you want. Yeah. It's like, yeah. I've actually never told that story in my life. And now that I retell it, I realize how fucking soap opera it sounds. And I remember going back into the cafeteria with 3 other girls to clean up the punch. And he was mad at her that me and 4 other girls had to clean up the punch that she threw on the ground so no one would step on it and ruin their, like, make our dance area messy. And he was angry because me and 4 of the girls had to clean up her hissy fit. And then the teacher told her that she needed to go home. Right? Like, she was like, the girls can get their own punch and the boys can, get their own punch. We don't need you here. And she's like, it's Rochelle's fault. And the teacher's like, what? It's her fault. And I think she actually earned herself, like, 2 days in class, like, in the office suspension for it, because our graduation was, like, in May or something. But it was weird. Like, she literally, as the kids say now, she had a crash out. And I remember sitting there, and I didn't even realize she did it to, like, spy on me. I just thought she was being nice. And stupid bitch me thought this girl was my friend. Because our dads were friends. Because they were work friends. Her dad was like an EMT, and my dad was an officer. So I've been friends with, like, this girl since we were, like, 10, and all these years. And I'm thinking, this girl's been, like, psycho like single white female for all these years. And this boy moved away 2 weeks later. Did I like this guy? No. Because Rochelle was not allowed to date. That's right. Rochelle was not allowed to date. So, like, did I crush out over the boy moving away? No. Because Rochelle was not allowed to date. Because Rochelle was still a little girl. Jesus Christ. Weird. And this KYRA girl, I told my mom about it. And it was my mother who said she reminded her of Crash Out Girl at the grade 8 grad. And I'm like, oh. I mean, doesn't it remind you of Crash Out Girl at the grade 8 grad? Throwing punch on the floor for attention? Like, what did I do? The only thing I did was I actually thought she was being ganged up on because I believed in the bullshit. Woe is me. I'm so sad. Look at everyone being cruel to me. Mean Jen. When it was her who started the fucking story. Let me put this up for the rest of the class. It's true what Carrie's about to say. Ro, I will tell you all, I knew KYRA was single white female from the start, from the jump, 100%. Yeah, even she did say single white female, and I'm like, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've never seen the movie Single White Female, but maybe I should. I don't know. When I think of like Crash Out Girl, I think of like what's that movie where she boils up the bunnies, the boil bunny woman. What's that movie? Oh shit, I'm having a brain fart. You know, where like he cheats on his wife with the crazy woman, and she boils up the little girl's bunnies because he dared to leave her. Oh god, you know, Fatal Attraction. Thank you, gorgeous. It reminds me of like Fatal Attraction. Like he like Deli made the mistake in being drunk one day and asking me to marry him. And so my punishment is like her creating this weird, creepy friendship. And now she's gonna like boil me up like a bunny rabbit and make up all those bullshit lies. And it's because she really loves Deadly. And in his one drunken moment, he says something weird to me. And this is my punishment. God. All I wanted to do, all I thought I was doing was I thought she was being bullied, but I realize now this is her MO. Her woe is me, I'm ER, I'm sad. Get her a cape because she is like super pathetic. God. She wanted to wear my skin. I don't think she'd fit. I think she'd tear it up into little shreds, break the seams. I think she needs to go to the big and tall, creepy lady skin wearing store. Because I'm off the rack. She needs to go to the big and tall, creepy lady store. Yeah, if you put the lotion on my skin, you can't stretch it out again because you won't be able to wear it. Just saying. And she's too slow to catch you. Yeah. I mean, usually I make the joke I only run when chased. But bitch, I can outrun you, honey. Dad? Yeah. I don't know about you, Miss Kitty, but I'm feeling much better now that I know you're a crazy bitch. Fuck. Everything she said to me, every fucking thing, literally. You know, people say like everyone on YouTube lies. This is like, firstly, no, not everyone on YouTube lies. But this was like said to me in a private conversation. She said things to me in a private, every single fucking thing she told me privately. Everything from like doubling down on this fucked up SACP bullshit story to saying that Jen was the one who continued a rumor for a year. At the time, it wasn't a year. I think she was on my panel like in October, November or something. No, it was before November, because that's when she wrote me the emails November. Well, the email bullshit started like November 8th to November 14. And I got like a double email on the 14. So, like that bullshit started after my unsuccessful spooky story contest. And that was the only way she could communicate with me, because I had blocked her after the 3:14 in the morning phone call, which she talked to me. She still wanted to talk to me, and I did for 2 hours, and then she fucking passed out. Like for over almost like an hour and a half and change, and then she passed out on me. She drunk called me, insisted on speaking with me, and then fucking passed out. And then I hung up, and then I looked at Mr. Sleep Through a nuclear explosion, and sat there, looked at the Instagram, thought about it for about 10 minutes, and said, I'm not doing this anymore. And blocked her. I blocked her. And then I went to YouTube and blocked her there. And that's the progression. Yeah. And I think that happened before my birthday, and I think that happened before Halloween. And she didn't even have the brain power or the sobriety to realize for over almost 2 weeks, for almost 2 fucking weeks, that she was blocked. She didn't even notice, because she was so, firstly, into herself and into her own bullshit and into her own bullshit, to even notice that I had blocked her on IG and blocked her on YouTube, because she was so focused and centered on being on Deadly's panel and getting her attention there, which she was perfectly happy with, because she used me as a crutch after that. I was a crutch. When things weren't going well for her, she used me as a crutch. I was completely and totally used. used. I was used to piss off Jen. I was a sword and shield in that arena. I was used to piss off Jen. I was used as a sword and shield. And she actually still, before I blocked her, she would actually get me all pissed. She called me all pissed off, she's like, Rochelle, I want you to like go and report like these posts that Deadly made about me. And I'm like, report them yourself. I go, you go on his panel. If you don't like it, ask him to take them down yourself. Because you're on his panel and you go every single day for hours. If he's so good to you, he'll take it down himself. And all you have to do is ask. Don't ask me to do you any favors. Yeah. I mean, you want me to do what? And she would turn me on and off. She didn't turn her channel off of Instagram. No, because you see, there's a difference. If your channel was off on Instagram, it wouldn't show to me that I was blocked. She would turn me on and off of Instagram, meaning she would block me on Instagram, probably on the whim of someone else. Who knows? She would turn the availability, like she would block me. Like, you know, when someone would like turn you off, if like say someone blocks you, all of a sudden their profile becomes Instagram user. So if someone blocks somebody, all of a sudden their channel looks like Instagram user because their channel is still there. It's just not available to you. Yeah, I'm the meat shield. That's right. I don't play that way. She used me as a meat shield for Jen to be the narrative that she chose to duck and weave. And she liked the power and the banter that it created on my channel. She liked it. It was nice. And she liked the power she felt sitting on my panel. She enjoyed it. She enjoyed the drama. She enjoyed the banter. And she had fun. She had fun taking Jen for a drag. She enjoyed it. She enjoyed it when she was on panel. I showed up and Jen took a poke at me and it didn't work. Because, I mean, I'm not exactly the type of person to yell for mom. Mom! I don't give a shit. I mean, normally I just pick my moment. But, you know, honestly, I mean, if I'm on panel and someone comes up to someone else and they're spouting bullshit and lies and I know it's not true, I'm not going to sit there and just let them take shit. I'm going to be like, you're a fucking no, that's not true. I may not like the person involved. I may not like the person who's attacking them. But if it's a lie, I'm not going to say I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to, you know, someone goes, Rochelle, is that true? I'm going to be like, no, it's not true. I don't give a shit. I'm not here to support fuck shit if it's fuck shit. If someone asks my opinion, I don't care if you don't like it, but I'll say it. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it's going to be. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to create a false narrative. I'm not going to support someone, you know, because it's popular. I'm not going to get on a hate train and go round and round. I don't believe in guilt by association. The person who should be guilty is the person who did it. The only person that should be guilty by association is, like, you know, I think just because you're standing there doesn't make you a guilty party. It just means you're standing there. You know, it doesn't mean you have to go down with the ship. And I don't believe I don't think I should take everyone down with me. If I fuck up, I go down alone. That's all. If I fuck up, I go down alone. Hey, Pam, how you doing, gorgeous? Good morning. Welcome. But I don't also believe putting people under the fucking bus. KRA was trying to put anyone under the bus, even people that didn't fucking exist. Because she was on Deadly's panel blaming imaginary fucking moderators. She was saying that Carrie was on a phone call with her and Jen crying. I hate to break it to you, but that fucking call didn't even fucking exist. Didn't even exist. You honestly think that Carrie is gonna fucking break down in tears on a call between her and KYRA confessing her sins? Fuck you. Because KYRA's just trying to take everyone down, or inventing a moderator that did all this shit and KYRA's completely innocent. Fuck off. I mean, you can't just say you're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. That is not evidence. That's just quacking. I know, Carrie. Never, never, never. I mean, declaring someone as a liar. My next question is, why? Tell us why. I mean, screaming, show me the proof. Don't wait for the translation. Isn't enough for me. Because I'm not going to be able to pull the proof, you know, from between my tits and say, here it is, bitch. That's just magic. And that's not reality. Big time. Force her to make a submission video discrediting herself. Honey, she will never admit her fuck shit in a million years. I mean, last night she actually claimed that she had screenshots stating that the commissioner said that he would something about he hoped she had a Carrie. What was it about the commissioner about the AIDS thing? Yeah, KRA will never make me cry, and neither will you. I mean, like, I'm just gonna say that I said it in the membership video, so enjoy it. But the commissioner doesn't say disparaging shit, especially written in Deadly's streams. Yeah. I mean, when she actually stated after, like, the stupid fucking emails, and before anyone gives me shit about revealing shit that's no one's business, firstly, one, I read emails that were written to me, and what she wrote is stuff she's said live in Deadly's fucking lives. She said them out loud. publicly, drunkenly, more than once. Also, what I wrote to her, I've reiterated, I've said publicly in my own live, in Dudley's live. I've said it more than once. It is not a shocker. It is not, in left field. It's also something I've said on Dudley's panel. It is not scandalous as fuck. It's public knowledge. It's how I felt at the time. And no one is going to be scandalized or shocked. Not at all. Also, what she said to me back was weird and it made no sense. It also was like, do you read what people write to you? And the answer is probably no. And what I will say, the emails are part of her troll of me? No, I think her emails were evidence of her tone deaf fucking behavior. Because if it's not about her, it does not compute. If it's not about how anyone can do anything for her, if it's not about how I am responding to her lies and her narratives that are incorrect and bullshit, she's not going to care. Because part of me is like, I wish I saved her texts, what she wrote to me in Instagram, and then I realized no, because that's sort of a form of violation of privacy. And that is different. But I will paraphrase it. Before I shut her down on Instagram, and I don't regret it at all, when I wasn't ready to accept an apology, and that's my privilege. Everyone can accept an apology whenever they're ready. And that's their choice, And I was feeling a little rough around the edges, and I think that's fair enough to say. She turned it to herself at the time, on an Instagram message. And it was very weird. She started to proceed to tell me how she would give her life for one Jewish child. And I remember reading this, and I'm like, I wrote her back, and I'm like, KYRA, that has nothing to do with what's going on right now. And no one asked you to die for anyone. Please don't say it, and please don't do it. I don't recommend you talk that way anymore. It sounds weird. And that's when I said, read the room. Nah, that's when I actually wrote, read the room, KYRA. Because that is not what anybody or myself is discussing. No one's asking anyone to sacrifice themselves for any child, Jewish or not. That's when I wrote Read the Room. Because this is not about that. I'm just, it's my choice how I feel about an individual and their apologies. And it's my choice how I feel about someone who repeatedly acts inappropriately and says anti-Semitic things to me. And you know what? I think I handled it probably better than most, because I tried to turn it into a joke. I tried to lighten the mood. I sang the dreidel song. He called me the K word, which is not nice. And he told me to shove it up a variety of different places. And like I've always said, so many holes, so little time. And I'll just sit and spin for everyone's entertainment. Right? No problem. Pandering to someone's spiritual beliefs is buddy troll catfishing tactic. Also, it's a try-hard thing to do. And yes, it is. And I've experienced that with Lauren, who repeatedly would tell me that my husband looked like, what's his name? Corey. Oh, what's his name? Not Corey Haim, the other Corey. Whatever. I'm like, no, my husband doesn't look like him. And like someone repeatedly telling me how much they like Jewish people is like, firstly, you don't need to tell me that. It's like saying, I love Jewish people. Jewish people are great. I love Corey Feldman. Your husband looks like Corey Feldman. He's great. I'm like, it's gross. Like, I have a Jewish friend. I love Jewish people. I'm not racist either. I know this black guy. He lives across the street. Oh God. Yeah, Corey Feldman. My husband does not look like Corey Feldman. I mean, yeah. But I mean, they're both short. I guess that helps. But I mean, like, really? Jesus Christ. It's weird. But, you know, like she would go on, and I'm like, I don't know who is worse. Like, I mean, KYRA would pretend to know all the politics of Israel and what was going on, and I'm like, dude, like, I have family who live in Israel. I know the news that's available there because despite the blackout to North America, I have family who live in the Middle East. I know what's going on in like Lebanon and Jordan and like Iraq and Israel and everything that's not available to the normal like resources like CNN and everything. You know, is Whitney here? I didn't see her. Oh, hey, Whitney. Well, we can dream, but like it's weird. It's weird. Like, like I said before, at least Whitney had questions. At least she had the decency to come up and ask. I don't mind talking about it with people. I don't mind answering questions. Questions are not a bad thing. People who discuss things and who answer questions and ask questions and are willing to converse about stuff, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But people who say they know what's going on and don't, and then I went off, I mean, like, obviously William was feeling very like emotional about what's going on in New York and stuff, and I get it. I understand. Politics makes people very, very reactive and emotional, and they feel a lot of things for a lot of different reasons, and it's their personal feelings, and their like everything is very, very personal, and everyone feels shit that I cannot personally relate to because everyone has their own reasons. I don't necessarily have to agree with them, but I can honestly say I'll never be able to completely relate to them. I'm not giving William an okay or a pass for his bigotry. I'm just giving a very honest opinion why I don't discuss politics. Because people get heated, people get reactive. People have a lot of different reasons to feel heated and reactive. Whether they're right or wrong, or they're misinformed or not, people get very heated. And that's why I'm not a politics channel, and I don't discuss it. But I went off and did research about what was going on in New York. And, KYRA's on Dudley's channel talking like she knows everything. And I had a private conversation with KYRA about it, and we talked about it. And I'm like, I did some research, KYRA. Did you know this? And, uh, you know, I actually did research. And she's like, I didn't know that. I go, neither did I. But I sat down on the computer and I read a whole bunch of different shit. And they were from I just did research on each of these candidates that were not from a specific news source. They were just stuff. And it wasn't all of the bullshit that each candidate puts out. It's like stuff that's from third parties that have nothing to do with anything. That's not, it's just stuff. And I just think that, she's not from New York, she's from Colorado. And Dudley's from Ohio. Now, it doesn't really matter to me if you're Republican or not, or socialist or, Democrat. I get it. But if you're going to take a position on something, it's okay to admit you don't know what you don't know all the answers, or you haven't done research on it. But admit it, it's also okay to say that you support a specific, if you're a Republican or a Democrat, that's okay too. But she acts like she knows everything, and I'm not even American, but I didn't shame her in front of everyone. I didn't go to an American person's panel or Dudley's panel and say, blah blah blah. I did it privately, and I discussed it with her, and it just, I was like, you have to, I understand that Dudley and William have one stance, but you don't pander to one stance without even if you agree with that particular, if you're Republican or not, but you take the approach of being a Democrat, you should know what you're talking about. Thank you, Carrie. KYRA should go to rehab and leave people alone. Look what Muggsy taught me how to do. Oh, speaking of Muggsy, I don't know if you're listening, but please get well soon. You're in my thoughts, and I love you more than my luggage. So feel better, honey. Thank you for the donation, gorgeous. Love you so much. I don't know what to do with it. Do I put it into the channel? Or do I buy chocolate? I don't know. Can I get a book with it? I wouldn't mind a book. I just don't know what book to buy. I'll think. I don't know. Thank you, gorgeous. Love you so much. Oh, do you mind if I get a bottle of water? Hold that thought. One's good. Actually, I'll give you music. I can give you music. Hold on. Hold that thought. Dude. Let's see what New Year's music sounds like. Well, that was bad. Sorry. Well, that New Year's music is terrible. I'm sorry. I apologize on behalf of Canada. Huh. KYRA, according to Carrie, says Hmm. Ooh, the mirror thing is weird. I need to put it back on. Whoa, whoa. Gary says, go to rehab. Leave people alone. I need to fix this. Wonder if I can fix it. I'll have to fix it later. Does it fix it? Yeah, it does. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It'll be all right. It'll get it. I took off the mirror thing and now it's weird. I'm sorry. I guess I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I'll fix it eventually. Yeah. It'll get better. It's light in my eyes. Sorry. It'll get better. I don't know when, but I don't know where to look. It'll get better. Yeah, it'll get better. How am I gonna do all my busted ass angles now? Anyway. Oop. I'll have to fix that. Sorry. I apologize on behalf of Canada. I don't know how we fix it. I guess I'll have to put the mirror back on because I don't know. Anyway, fix that. There we go. All right. Where was I? I have no idea. So, yeah. So when I went on Dudley's live last night, she was upset because she just started to lie again, and I was like, just stop it. She started to lie about the commissioner, saying that he wish he got AIDS or something. Please forgive me, Daddy YouTube. And he doesn't do that. He doesn't lie about girls. He doesn't lie about women. He doesn't disparage women. So it was just so messed up. It was so weird and messed up. And it was like, I need to create someone else who said something weird about me. So to take the heat off me, I need to create a new banter. I need to create a new narrative. I need to put the heat on someone else. And she's like, I got screenshots of it. I'll send it to you, Dudley. I'll send it to your Instagram. And he's like, I don't have Instagram. Well, last time I checked, he had Instagram, but did she send it to him? No, because there were no screenshots. She's like, well, I was so shocked. And he's like, well, because it was in your head. In your head. Give me a break. And then she starts saying that I don't have email. Yeah. Yeah, I remember writing, you're going to be waiting a while for those. You're going to be waiting a while for that screenshot because it don't exist. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Hate to tell you, hate to break it to you, hate to share that little secret. And, you know, but you can only call me a liar for so long. I think she forgot that my memory is a lot better because I'm not the type of person to imbibe every bloody night in mass quantities. Like when she came up on Deadly's, like she's like, she wanted to come up on Deadly's panel claiming that she was in rehab for alcohol. And I'm like, oh, please stop it right now. First, you got embarrassed off of his panel. So you needed a reason to come back because me and Carrie embarrassed her off of his panel because of the bullshit fuck shit she was saying on my live before. And then she didn't believe that me and Carrie would call her out on her bullshit at all. Trying to throw people under the bus, try to lie about her, trying to be passively, aggressively threatening to Carrie. And then forget when I tried to say, Carrie is like my super good friend. Yeah, surprise, she's my best friend. Now what? Yeah, in rehab with a cell phone, in rehab with access to social media, in rehab with access to your email? Absolutely not. Also, you know how hard it is to get into a rehab program, period. And usually people who have issues with alcohol, the first thing they do is dry you out. And sometimes they can do it like with the assistance of literally knocking you out and drying you out with the assistance of like, depending how dependent on alcohol you are or how dependent on narcotics you are. Sometimes they can literally knock you out for days to help you get dry or get clean, and help your body, get through its withdrawals with the least amount of stress to you as possible, because withdrawals are horrible and can kill you. And drying out from alcohol is an unpleasant and very dangerous experience. And she's in rehab, and unlike Canada, who do supply medical care free of charge, more or less, especially programs where you would require in or outpatient help. They would not allow you to have any kind of access to any social media where you could possibly contact any individuals who enabled or got you involved or introduced you to any kind of substances or individuals that were problematic. Usually they approve people for you to allow you to visit with once a month, once a week, or sometimes after the first 6 weeks or 90 days have passed. And then usually your first visit with someone from the outside is either under the supervision of a therapist or under the watchful supervision of a staff member in a room with other people who are in the program, you and whomever is at a table, and you are being watched in a visiting kind of arrangement, because they want to make sure you're not being passed something you should not have. So what makes you think that we're going to believe that you have social media? They take your phone away. They take everything away. And you have a roommate or roommates, and everything you do is under the watchful eye of the people who are helping you get better. And yeah. And only the super wealthy can get care immediately, and those who are regular people like the rest of us have to wait. And usually you're in an outpatient kind of situation, and you're still getting some kind of counseling or NA or AA or something. But no, it was such a crock of bullshit. It is like jail, but it's not like jail. But it's like we're trying to help you jail. Not like, orange is the new is the new next fashion. Yeah, let me take a selfie. There are no selfies. There are no selfies, because you're supposed to be looking inward, not looking at what's on the outside. You're supposed to be healing physically and spiritually and emotionally, and looking at why we got in this situation, not just in how. And let's deal with our mental health and our emotional health as well as our physical health. And the distractions of social media is definitely not going to happen, because how can you heal emotionally and mentally and deal with your mental and emotional health when you're dealing with the outside world, when you should be dealing with what's going on now, right now, with yourself and those who are around you who are also in the same situation. And everyone is equal in the eyes of whatever program you're in. And that's what you should be focusing on, what's happening in the here and now, not what's happening on the outside, because it was the outside that got you in this mess. And if you focus inward and what's happening now, you will do a lot better. So I really doubt there's a computer bank room where you can all fuck around on the computer. This isn't high school computer class. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You might be able to pull that on someone who is still either not aware of how this kind of shit works, or how programs work, or how healthcare providers work. Because I'm not going to sit there and scream 5150. I'm not going to sit there and say lock her up. I'm not in that fucking universe. I'm not in that situation. I'm a realist. And I know how programs work for those who are privileged, those who are everyday people, and those who have to rely on the kindness of others, and sometimes those who are ordered to take these programs. And you do what you have to do. But KYRA's not wealthy. At best, she's like everyone else. It's no sin to be just like everyone else, to be an everyman, to be just sort of like everyone else who does the best they can, or may have to rely upon a program and it's provided by, the kindness of others, or free programs or programs that are created by the state that you're in, to help out those who don't have every privilege or who may be a Nepo baby. But I guarantee those kind of programs have long, long waiting lists. And considering she's not exactly one to admit she has a problem, I guarantee you that waiting list is not on her curriculum, on her to-do, because the people who are on that list are those who have already publicly admitted to themselves and those around them that they have a problem, and they're not passing out on live streams and declaring everyone's a liar and having arguments with people like myself that they, it's a different time. What do you mean? If you, like, I think the only difference that I can think of, the only logical explanation that hey, Mr. Bill, how you doing, Moda? Love you so much. Yeah. Let me read this long comment. Carrie says, all these people that she continues to seek attention from, Jen, Dudley, William, etc., are all people that she's exposed for skinning and grinning. And she's also doxxed. I'm going to be honest with you. I remember a time she asked me, she's like, hey, Rochelle, can I have your number so I can call you? And I said, let's just stick to Instagram. I guarantee you, if that woman could have doxed me, exposed any information, and she would have. You know what I'm saying? Right, Mr. Bell? I mean, you saw that shit in 5 fucking K, because my internet is in 5K. So all that fuck shit, all that lying shit, all that declaration, because the only difference of time that I think in her twisted little brain, because the only emaciated thing that KYRA has is her brain. Good morning, Jane. You heard from Muggsy yesterday? He had it rough, a little bit better now. Now you're sick too? Yeah. I'm sort of at the tail end of her. Feel better, gorgeous. I love you, Janie. I love you so much. Everyone is sick. Everyone is sick with the super flu. So get your cape on, darling. We're all super fantastically, awfully sick. I love you, gorgeous. Yeah, it sucks to be me. And now it sucks to be you. We're all sick with the super flu. Dun da 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 na 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 na. Yeah. Yeah, I love you too. But yeah. So basically, the only thing I could think of when she was trying so hard to explain that I couldn't have possibly emailed her because my time isn't the same as hers, is simply the time difference between Eastern Standard Time and her time, because she's 2 hours behind me. Because when she emailed me, the 1 or 2 sentences that was complete or 2 fuck shit, it came in like a little after 6, and when I emailed her back, it was 5 to 6. But as everyone explained to me, I couldn't understand if it was like 3 hours but I was informed she's 2 hours behind me, which just simply means she emailed me a little after 6 for her, which, like, she's like, oh, the time is wrong. But that just means that the time was like it just means that she was like, she fucked with the time on her computer. That meant her time on her computer is wrong. Because she's like, oh no, the time you wrote me on your computer, like the time you have on your computer proves that you did not write me an email. No, it just means that you do not take care of the time on your fucking computer. It means you fucked with the time zones on your computer to make things look like to prove that you were somewhere you weren't. Or you haven't paid attention to the time zones on your computer, or you had that computer before you moved to wherever you are now. Because my computer is for Toronto time. It's for Eastern Standard Time. It's always been for Toronto time. I've been in Toronto a long fucking time because that's the computer I use here. It doesn't leave this city. Hi, Paula. How you doing, gorgeous? Love you so much. So, why would it change from Eastern Standard Time? Even if it moved to fucking New York, it would still be on Eastern Standard Time. It's still in the right time zone. So, like, what time zone is your computer on? Because I'll tell you something, if you have a power outage, it fucks up your time zone. Because I've had a power outage and I've had to change it back to Eastern Standard Time. I've had to be careful, and you can go through the times and then manually change it specifically for the city you're sitting in, if you know how to do it. Right? It just means she's been fucking with the time zones, so she appears to be somewhere either she's not, because she doesn't want people to know where she is. Even she's admitted it to me, that she didn't want people to know she was where she is now. And I think she's adjusted her time zone to match fucking Deadly. Or when she wrote me the first email, she fucked up because I wrote back to her email. So I think what she did is she adjusted the time on her email before she wrote me, not realizing. She changed the times on her computer when she wrote me, and then didn't realize it when I wrote her back. And this is my favorite part. She said this about the times. She says the times are wrong. The times are wrong. Hi, M to the B. How you doing, beautiful? I missed you, gorgeous. It's nice to see you. Because even before I read these emails, this is my favorite part. People who fuck up, people who break the law, people who know they're lying, right? People who know that they're in trouble, that they've made a mistake, that there is something on that email that makes them look bad, that they altered something in their computer that makes things look weird, that they were trying to fuck with the time zones in their computer to confuse someone, to hide their location, to mess with someone's head. And then when I wrote them back, they knew that my time zone wasn't fucked up. But they wrote the email to me to make it look like they wrote it to me, so it would look like they wrote it before they went on the live stream with Deadly. Because when they wrote the email, it was around supper time, right? But they go on live with Deadly at night. You see where this is going? So if she's 2 hours earlier than me and she adjusted the time, saying that she doesn't go on live with Deadly, well, we know that's not true. She would often say to me that she was nervous to be on a live stream with Deadly. She doesn't want me to know she's live with Deadly, right? She doesn't think I watch. Just like she didn't think, "Hi, Wanda. How are you? How are you feeling, gorgeous? I hope you're feeling better today. I hope you're having a good day." She doesn't want me to know she's live with him. So if she writes me an email and the time is a little bit after 6 p.m., well, that means she's not on alive. She's writing me an email. She's being a good girl, right? But she's technically 2 hours behind me. But how is it possible? Because, you see, if she was 2 hours behind me, then that email should have been written at 4 o'clock. Because when I wrote her back, I wrote it at 5 to 6. So that email for her should have been like 4-ish. Because when I received the email, I wrote it back right away. Right away. Yeah. So when I received the email, I could see maybe she wrote it at maybe 4:13 or whatever. So if she wrote it at 4:13 and I wrote her back at 5 to 6, it's still a little messed up. But you can kind of see, and I wrote it at 5 to 6, it's still off. She's been playing with the hours, because I guarantee that email has been altered, and the email has been altered by several hours. Hey, Sarah motherfucking Z, how you doing, gorgeous? Love you so much. Because KYRA was talking about something that I didn't even notice. That's right. And that's something I want to bring to everyone's attention. This is something I want to bring to the front of the class. This is something that I don't just want to highlight. Because she was insistent. It's like the person who, who stole Mummy's slippers. And the person who you at least suspect, the neighbor's kid said, "I didn't do it." But they're not my kid, right? So why are you denying? Like, why are you saying you didn't do it when my two kids look confused and didn't even know they were missing, but the neighbor's kids denying? Now you look guilty, kiddo, because I'm looking at my kids and their little friend, who isn't even in the front door, is hollering across the street, "I didn't do it." Bitch, I ain't even talking to you. You're not even in the house. You're across the street. I'm not even talking to you, but you're denying it. So who looks guilty? Well, you do, right? So I didn't even notice the times of the exchange. I knew the dates, like the actual dates physically, because she and her messed up, slurred like speech. I was like, "What are you talking about?" Because I was focused on dates. Because this is the same woman who said that we had a really lovely conversation 2 weeks ago, and we were good with each other 2 weeks ago. And I had no communication with her at all, technically, at all. Um, except on the 8th of November, where I responded to her email and was like, "I'm done with you. I'm done." Because she obviously was not even noticing nothing. It was just all about me, 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 me. And then she wrote me back 6 days later, mad that I had blocked her on YouTube when I had done it days and days and days ago, because I had done it way before the 8th, when she had drunk called me at 3:14 in the morning, because I was like, "Bitch, I'm done. I'm done with the lies, the fake stories, the false narratives, the bullshit, the creative stories that don't even have an ending or even a middle. They just have a beginning. It's like writing an essay with no thesis, and then they don't prove any thesis. And there's no conclusion except that you lie. It's not a 3,000 word essay. It's a 15-word essay with no argument other than you lied, and throwing someone under the bus, and with no explanation why. There is no why, and there's not even how. And what the fuck? It's a disjointed sentence. The conclusion is just you lied. That's not an answer. It's a messy paragraph at best. You know, you're hanging in there. These surgeries require 6-month heal. Oh, your brain's fried from the going under. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. I'll pray for you. I'm so sorry, baby. I love you, Wanda. I I know you'll be okay. I'm thinking of you. This Friday we'll pray for you. I love you so much. Sarah and I will pray for you. Me and Sarah motherfucking see. Yeah. So when I was on Deadlies last night, and she was mentioning time, I thought she was like talking about dates. I thought she was talking about dates. And it was like weird, because the only dates I knew was this messed up fucking drunk call way before the 8th of November. And after that, I wrote her back, and anything that came after was like, I didn't respond to, because it was so stupid. And it wasn't worth it. Yeah. It wasn't worth it. Wasn't worth it. Love you more, gorgeous. Love you more, Wanda. Yeah, and it was just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? So when she started mentioning time, like I said, I made Greenwich barrier jokes. Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I'm like, like, what date do you think it is? Because far as I was concerned, you only used that email address that was in the description because you had no other way to contact me. Because when I blocked you on Instagram after the fucking call in the middle of the night and the last call at an unreasonable time, because I was like, I can't sleep. You're like, I had figured out that, someone is watching me. And I was like, oh God, I can't get no privacy. Oh. And I was like, God damn it. It just seemed a little too quinky dinky, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, I can't. So, and like I said, getting a call that late is scary. And every call I've gotten that late, someone's died. And 2025, I lost 3 uncles who were very close, and all I could think of was, oh God, who else has died? Who else has died? You know? God damn it. My remaining family is not that big, and the family I do have is not exactly young. So getting a call at 3:00 in the morning is oh God, who's dead now? Because it's not good. So because I was asleep, I hadn't got off a phone call with anyone. I was dead to the world for hours. And my reward for being scared was an angry KYRA mad at me for telling her to stop fighting with Whitney in her comments. She was pissed. She was pissed about something that was irrelevant, stupid, petty, and just what the fuck is wrong with you? She was mad because I wrote in Whitney's comments saying, stop fighting. That was my fucking reward to be woken up after being asleep for hours while sick. Oh, you're pulling I told you so, girl. I don't need that. Thanks for the face. Ugh. Anyway. You suck, Carrie. Yeah. Anyway. Don't make me do something silly. I don't know what I do. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah. Usually when I block you on Instagram, which I don't do very often, is my quiet way of saying I'm like, oh Jesus. Like, did I call her to give her shit? No. Did I give her a mean text? No. Did I make a big production out of it? No. Did I tell the fucking universe? No. Did I make a mean fucking post? No. Did I block her on YouTube? Yeah. Did I do it in a mean way? No, I just did it. Also, she became a member ironically, several days after I blocked her, before the infamous November 8 email. She had no flippin' clue, or maybe she did. Maybe she did. I'm wondering now if she did, because she had some kind of like weird like meltdown. Like she was subscribed to my memberships for 2 days to my highly expensive $2.99 Canadian dollars gorgeous level. She was subbed for like 2 days, but blocked. And I think she subscribed as a member just so she could have a fucking meltdown. So she could like what do the kids call it? Blah blah blah. Just so she could have like issues by saying like, you know, you violated terms and service by blocking me. But guess what? She was blocked before she became a member. And YouTube automatically refunded her money. I didn't do it. They did. And I didn't violate terms and service. She was blocked for almost 2 weeks before she became a member. Yeah. After she threatened Carrie and did all her fuck shit. So there is the great reveal. You become a member for 2 days. Say I'm violating terms and service because she's blocked. But honey, you've been blocked for almost 2 weeks. Maybe more. You join as a member and then say I'm violating terms and service when you're already blocked. I'm sorry. I didn't refund you. YouTube automatically did because you were already blocked. And when you threw your fucking temper tantrum, they said you were already blocked. You cannot claim a violation because also you can be a member for months. But if you violate terms and service in a channel, even though you could be a member for like a year, but if you lose your fucking squirrels and violate terms and service or become a problem in a channel, no, she just turned it off. She's just going to pretend she disappeared again. Yeah, she'll be back tomorrow. Because if you violate terms and service, even though you're a member for 1 year, 10 years, whatever, or you become a problem and you're problematic in a channel and they are forced to block you, even though you're a member, you'll just get your month's money back if you request it from Play Store, and they'll just give it back to you. Or they won't, because if YouTube does an investigation and finds that you were blocked for a problem, like if they go to the creator and say, did she do or he do something? And they say, yeah, she, I don't know, did something, this X, Y, and Z. You run the risk of not getting your money back. I mean, you might lose your $5 whole, but you were already blocked. I could have like told them that you were already blocked and you did that to, oh wait, yes, I did. You did it to cause a scene. But I told them to give you back your money. I did tell them. I told them that you did this to create a problem. And I told them what you were doing. And I just said, give her back her money. I'd rather have her gone than her $2. It's not that important to me. I did tell them. That's right. I did. And they said it was a fair and more than reasonable decision. And I did have the right to take your money because you knew what you were doing. And you were doing it to cause a problem. And I just didn't need it that bad. Actually, you don't even have to be subscribed to a channel to buy or get a gifted membership. That's right. And it's not against terms and service to be blocked for any reason in Canada or the United States. That's right, Patty. And that's what I was told. But, well, I think if I'm going to block someone, this is my personal feelings. If I'm going to block someone, I want to make sure that it's for a very valid reason. And I don't let moderators block people for personal problems. Like if you, let's say I was a moderator, and I just didn't like somebody, that's not okay. But I don't think like M to the B or Carrie would do that. But my moderators know, like they have to violate terms and service or do something not okay to someone in my chat, because this is a safe space, and I just think everyone should be welcome. But if someone was like harassing someone in my chat, normally they would just be shown the door for 86,000 seconds. And most people, if they're having a bad day, it's okay. Lady Rochelle is forgiving, and you can come back and slay another day. You have to work really hard to be blocked. It's a concentrated effort. But I think, deception and going out of your way to deceive me and lie to me and work hard to be a panelist and then go out of your way to try and dox Carrie and then create a situation that doesn't exist and then call me, and then call me in the middle of the night. That's causing a problem. I'm sorry. Yeah. You're right, Patty. That's completely true. But I try to be fair. And I found it exhausting. Love you so much, Patty. And by the way, you are a genius. You are a meme genius. And by the way, even though I did have a lot of problems with previous people being blocked, and I'm sure there's one or two people out there who have been blocked improperly. That's been fixed now. So coming up to me and saying, "Oh, I'm so and so is blocked," blah blah blah. That ruse is not going to work anymore. So please stop. Thanks. Yeah. The only thing I'm having problems right now is me being unsubscribed from channels that I didn't unsubscribe to, and I'm having problems with notifications, and my managing mod can't comment on my shorts. Other than that, and that's annoying. Hi, Cooch. Let me get back to. I can't. Let me show it so I can read it. Cooch says, She agrees with PP. And also, YouTube never contacts us tiny creators if someone requests their money back. They just refund it and they take it from our pay. That's right. They did. I did speak to my manager, though. Yeah, they just give it back to her. But I did talk to them about it because I wanted to double check that people who were members could still enjoy membership privileges, because I heard that they could, and I just wanted to make sure. You know, when you hear things, you know, like people say, "Oh, Rochelle, you can still do this," but like, it's one thing to know it and not just listen to like what's going on the YouTube streets. Because I needed to know, right? I mean, people say things, but I needed to know what was true and what wasn't. But I did double check she got her money back. And yeah, they did take it back. But I mean, like, come on. She was only like, you know how like people give you a donation, but you don't even see it for like 2 or 3 days? I only had it for 2 days, but I never saw it because it was refunded before it showed up in my on my studio. So like I never even saw it because it never showed up in my studio, because I only saw, like, you know how you join someone's membership? I only saw it because you can get a list if you ask for it. But that's how I knew she was only like subscribed for 2 days, because I saw her on my list of members and then she was on it for 1 day. So she was like part of it for 2 days, but I never even saw the money on my, you know how you get a list and how much you earn from members, but it never changed my total because the money she paid never showed up on the total, which is pathetic. Because what I asked for memberships is so small. And because she got a refund like right away. Yeah. She was only gorgeous for like a day or two. But I never saw the $2. I mean, it's like $2 and change in Canadian funds. So I think it was like literally $2 for you. Oh my God. Carol, you are officially gorgeous. Thank you. Welcome. And now Carol is gorgeous. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Oh, one day, oops, I'm not going to drop everything. One day, I might have enough members to be a double digit. Woo! Wow. Yeah. You know, when you have an iPhone, you can like buy memberships for everybody. But when I'm on Restream, I don't have that privilege. So I thought, okay, I can do it on old school YouTube. And then I went to go look, and then I'm like, I can't do this. So I went to my manager and I'm like, can I buy memberships on like another device for everybody else? And she's like, no. So I'm going to try and do it on Edmund's phone. But I don't know if he'll let me. I'll just add my credit card to his phone. Probably buy something stupid on it. Eh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I just wish they'd just fix the bug, you know? Like, because I know creators can gift people like 10 memberships a month, but I can't do it. And I don't know why. And it, all they tell me is they're working on it. And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe they don't want smaller creators to do it. Oh, do you? Oh, thank you for telling me. Okay. So that basically means when Edmund leaves me the laptop and doesn't take the office, okay, see if it works. I could just tell him to do it from the laptop. I don't know if it'll work if I'm using the same. Well, we'll see how it works. Does it work on yeah. Does it work only on a Mac laptop, or can you use it on a Android laptop? Do you know? Because I don't know. See if it. Well, we'll find out if it works. Thanks, Cooch. Yeah, all I know is when I said I have an Android, she said they're having problems, and Canada is having so many problems, and ugh, I don't know. And Restream, I'm having so many problems, and I don't know what to do. Does anyone have another streaming platform you can tell me to use with YouTube? I'd be grateful, because I'm frustrated because I pay a lot for Restream, and anytime they download something, it messes with my Restream for 2 weeks. I feel like I'm paying for something I'm not using. So it's frustrating. It's frustrating. Because November, I barely used Restream because it was such crap. And StreamYard costs less than Restream, but it just doesn't like me. I don't know. Nothing likes me. It doesn't want to play nicely with me. But it's okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. Anyway, yeah. So KYRA was already saying oh, it's the wrong time. That's why you're lying, because of the email. And like I said before, she already knew she fucked with the time on the emails. And I'm going to be honest with you. When I wrote her back, I didn't even notice. I didn't notice. It was nothing. It didn't mean shit to me. Not at all. Because all I saw was she wrote me. I wrote her back right away, because I tend to do that. If I want to just if I just want to get something over with, I do it right away. I just did it because I wrote her back, and it was, I wanted to say more, but I was like, no, I'm just going to write her back, and I don't plan to write you back again, and just no. It was just no. And then she wrote me again, and it was so stupid, and I was like, fuck this noise. And she's still using the same RE regarding, but bitch, it's always regarding, and then it's always, I'm sorry. Girl, you ain't sorry, because your words don't say you're sorry. I mean, I could write you an email that says 50% off of everything in the store, but the only thing that's 50% off is your wallet, because when I walk out of there, half of everything in my wallet is gone. 50%. I have half the cash I walked in with, and half the credit, because I had to use credit, and now half my credit card is full. 50% off. That's the only thing that's missing. Just I'm sorry. Girl, you ain't sorry. You're sorry you got caught. That's the only thing you're sorry about. For real. So, like I said, the reason this is it's a KYRA crash out. For real. Because she crashed out. Check my live feeds. What happened? What's wrong? What's wrong with my live feeds? What happened? What do you mean my live feeds? What do you mean, Carrie? Live feeds? What's wrong? Do I need to stop? I don't know what you're talking about. You're gonna have to elaborate. I don't know. I can't check. What do you mean check my live feeds? I can't check my live feeds. I can't do anything. Anyway, I'm stuck, girl. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, so, all right. Thank you. Yeah, DM me because I mean, I'll see what you write, but I can't, I'm stuck. But, yeah, like I said, I didn't even notice the time difference until I had a second look. So, how to tell me you're guilty without telling me you're guilty? Because she altered her time to cover something up. Now the question is, what was she trying to cover up? Because the times of those well of those of those emails were much ado about nothing to me, but it don't matter. Oh my God, I've been on for 3 hours. That is crazy. This is the longest I've ever had a live, ever. So anyway, so I don't know how to check my live feeds. I have no clue. Anyway, so I hope everyone has a very good day. I hope everyone enjoys their membership. And yeah, I appreciate you. And remember, this is interesting, at least to me. Well, ice storms suck. So whether she's really turned her channel on or off, I mean, she can't say that she's shown up in a rehab because that line didn't work. Now I get it. I mean, like, she actually made up a story that, I mean, she unalived herself and not in the way that you're thinking. I mean, she created a false narrative that she was no longer with us, and then she magically reappeared. I don't understand that at all. Like, things aren't going well for you, honey, so you got to disappear from everything. That I don't get. That I don't get. But for that's weird. That's weird. The only thing I have to say is well, the New Year's coming. New year, uh, new identity, maybe. I don't know. So I'm curious now. I wonder who the catnip person is. They wanted me to forgive her, but they seem to be the only one. So either they are KYRA or who knows, but they seem to be the only one who wants me to forgive her. I suspect the catnip person is KYRA. Who knows? Anyway, I hope everyone has a lovely day. And I'll be seeing you probably for New Year's. Who knows? I don't have any plans. I don't want to go out in the ice storm. I have no intention. Not at all. So please treat others the way you want to be treated. Please don't make up bullshit about others because it will come back and bite you in the ass. And I hope you enjoy the members only reading of, it's not very long, of the emails. So have yourself a good day. Be good to yourself and others. You can't. Well, I'm getting off, so I'll talk to you in a moment. And remember, I love you so much. And I'll catch you on the flip side. And take care. Until then, I'll see you real soon. And take care of yourself. Don't go outside. Ice is bad. Okay. See you later.